that we're finally doing this. This is super exciting. I got my Mothman shirt on, as we will be hunting monsters. Or maybe the monsters will be hunting you all. Who knows?
With my dice rolls, they'll definitely be doing the hunting.
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. So, before we get started, I would like for each of my marvelous monster hunters to just introduce yourself. Just tell me the name of your character and their class for the wonderful audience that Wild has set up for us. Let's start with our Twitch host, Wild. Tell us the name of your character and their character class, please.
Oh yes, I should probably call up. Oh, my name. I memorize the name. I don't need the whole story, do I?
No, you just need your name and your class.
Yeah. I'm Tarian Mountain Lightning. That's my full name. You can just call me Tear for short, because I tear shit up. And
oh my god.
I am the chosen one for some odd reason, but yes, yeah, that is me.
Awesome, fantastic. All right, and then let's go with someone to watch. Tell me your character's name and their class, please.
My character is Bavarius Lethio. I am the Initiate.
Initiate. The Initiate. Okay, you're in a cult. Okay, let's go with Monkey Corn. Tell us the name of your character and their class, please. Dave?
Yeah, I'm Dave. I can't remember.
Yes, you are Dave, and you are the mundane.
Yeah. Don't worry, I've lost my sheets. Thank them very well.
Y'all lost your sheets? I specifically told you all to have your sheets.
Hey, Tiny, look at my stream.
My sheet
I have my sheets.
Awesome. Okay, Lulu, please tell us the name of your character and their class, as you also forgot your sheet.
I misplaced it somewhere. So my character's name is actually Lulu. Very creative, I know. And I am a monstrous.
Fantastic. All right, and last of all, Bubba, please tell us your character's name and their class.
Oh, it's Bubba the Barbarian. And what's the class?
You are the professional.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yes. Bubba the Barbarian, and he is a professional.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. My...
The funny thing is I have my sheet. I just didn't know what the class... What do you mean by the class?
Yeah, your class is the professional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. Fantastic. Okay, guys. Who would like to enter the world of Eline, Virginia?
I've already been here. Where are you guys at?
You're already here. You're already ready to go. Okay, guys. So this is how we're gonna start. I am going to set up this world for you, and once I have done that, then I will call upon the first person to make their very first roll. And no, I won't tell you until I'm done, because I spent an hour and a half writing this intro, and you guys are gonna fucking appreciate it, okay? Because I'm super proud of it. All right.
The intro's the best part. Come on.
So you're saying this intro is as long as the movie right now, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
No. It's not. It's a good intro length. All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Yippers.
Okay. Here we go. Far away, in an ancient and mysterious land, we see sand mountains and mountains of sand as it slips and glides as the winds of fate from the west blow it astray. A lost and forgotten temple lies in waiting. As the waters of a great river flow and twist and turn like a snake moving towards its prey, it moves against and into this temple. Symbols and paintings line the walls of this dark and forgotten place. Crack! Light flashes, though, through this place as if almost from nowhere. An opening appears. The dust settles. Two small boys peek in. Wes, we found it. Let's go. Parker, wait. We should go tell them. Lightning flashes through the windows of a large historic mansion. Statues, paintings, old books, and photographs from exotic and almost unreal places line the walls of this home. We see a young man quietly walking down a dark hallway. A door into a grand and beautiful master bedroom opens. A golden-haired woman sleeps. A flash of light. Blood splatters the headboard. A fireplace crackles in a cherry oak library. The fire stops. Not goes out, simply stops moving, as if time itself has stopped. What have you done, my son? Nothing will compare to what I will do. More blood splatters the mantel and an old photograph that is slightly faded. Two young boys stand in front of a giant river with a cavern behind them. We pan over to a small town, quaint. Cobblestone streets connect and disconnect across the campus and the rest of the downtown area. A fog begins to roll in from across the park, settling in on the lake, nearly hiding a large mausoleum from view. A faint shadow is all that can be made out. Whispers, cries, tears seem to float across the lake, echoing, almost haunting. We see a man, not old, but definitely past his youth, standing in a local pub. He is watching the storm that no one else seems coming rolling in. Constance? It's coming. Are you sure? Yes, what? Yes, Pep, I'm sure. They'll be here. Deep in the woods on the outskirts of the RV park sits a man of indescribable age. He hears these whispers and these cries as he has heard them before. He peeks out the window. He looks towards the park as he has so many times before. This young, dark-haired girl sits on a swing just like she did yesterday, just like she does every day. But these are not her cries or her whispers. He retreats from the window of his RV. A young, ginger-haired boy stands in front of the theater, clutching a stack of papers, bags under his eyes from barely any rest. He begins to walk up the steps. He stops. Something feels different about today. Whatever that chill in the air is from this fog, he can feel its power. He shudders before moving on. The young black-haired girl sits on the swing nearest the lake. She takes a deep breath. She looks down at her hands. The gray begins to recede and disappear. She touches her hand to her eyebrow, where a piece of jewelry with a heart sits. The bump where her eyebrow ring was begins to recede. She tilts her head up as the wailing on the wind continues. A small tear rolls down her cheek. Right outside of town, we see a classic truck rolling in, black and gray. If not for the headlights and the blasting of Copenhagen coming through the radio, the fog would have hidden this massive, loud truck. We see a young man, blue hair and mullet, driving towards the unknown. His hands tighten around the wheel. This is his last chance to find answers. And finally, a younger man in a black top hat, interesting goggles, a black leather jacket, and steel-toed boots watches a pool game in the graduate lounge. His phone rings. The words "Mom" come across the screen. He sighs before answering. Bavarius, I need you to roll plus charm.
Okay. So that's 8 plus my charm, which, once I figure out where the page, there it is. That'd be a 9.
A 9. Okay. Alright. On a 9, you answer the phone, and it is your mother. And this is what she has to say to you. Bavarius, darling, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, mother.
Okay, how's school? How's my darling boy?
Oh, it's going good.
Okay, well, now you know that we're proud of you. And this is a great honor. This is gonna push you forward in our community. But remember, not everyone's going to understand that you're special. You know that you're special, right?
Yes, mother.
And you're not going to forget that. So you're not going to forget your cheat sheets. There's a lot riding on this.
No, mother. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to pass all this.
Well, it's not just about learning. There's intel. And there's goals. And there are people and things that are out there that want to deter you from our mission, from my mission. I did not travel through time nearly 1,400 years for you to ruin this. Do you understand?
Yes, mother. I understand this.
Okay, I love you. I have to go. The
Love
Oracle.
you too, mother.
The Oracle is calling. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Okay, so Bavarius, we find you on campus in the library. And you are going over some documents from your sect, from the school you attended, before coming to Alexandria University. So, what I would like to know is this. What exactly made you decide to further your education and not return back to the sex compound?
It's all my mother. Nope. Basically, it's within the sex mission to learn as much as we can on any and all monsters, as we are very heavily into ancient lore.
Yes.
So
All right.
I have come to this university to further my education, better my fighting abilities, and hopefully come back as a actual reliable and useful member of the sect.
As you're sitting in the library, you are approached by two individuals that you have seen around campus. You do not know their names simply because everyone always refers to them as the twins, and they are never not together. They approach you, and what do you do?
I look at their mannerisms. Are they approaching like an aggressive manner, casual?
No, they just simply walk up to you.
I look up to them as I'm just sitting here. Good day, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
The shorter of the twins, she has long black hair that is cut in an undercut. And she looks at you and she goes, how many times do I have to tell you? I'm a girl. Also, what are you doing? Why are you still here in the library? You know you're late.
What you talking about? I'm late.
Roll investigate a mystery for me. So roll plus sharp.
Okay. Sure, that'd be a 6. Bad roll. As he's sitting there trying to think, what the hell is he late for?
The taller of the twins, a young man, also with dark hair, looks at you and simply says, I guess we're really just going to have to hold his hand through all of this, aren't we, Tops? I suppose so. Now, Bavarius, was it? That's right. I said that correctly, didn't I?
That you did.
Okay. Bavarius, you are supposed to be headed to the park for the graduate meeting of cryptology and studies of ancient lore. You know that's where you're supposed to be headed.
The moment she says that, the light bulb goes off and grabs his things as quick as he can. Hopefully he doesn't forget anything, and then starts running towards the park as he gives a quick wave with the best he can.
The twins just stare at you, completely shaking their head, like, how could this person be any type of special when he cannot simply remember a date that was told to him, a meeting that was reminded of him less than an hour ago after his class.
Can I roll act under pressure just in case I'm running the wrong way?
You may roll act under pressure.
That's cool. I gotta move my character sheet over. Ooh, damn cool is at -1, so that's a 6.
Oh my god, no. As you run out of the library and down the hall towards the exit that is supposed to take you closest to the path that leads directly to the park, you trip and fall, and your phone breaks in half.
Oh.
I look down at my phone. Oh, mother's gonna hate me for this.
Yes, she is.
Try and push the button and see if anything works.
Unfortunately, nothing works, and you hurry off to the park, and you arrive outside the mausoleum. As you arrive outside the mausoleum, we are gonna pan over to the RV park. Dave, we find you in your RV on the outskirts of the camping area of this park. Now, your RV is parked as far away from everyone else as possible. You are basically in the woods. The park rangers have told you on numerous occasions that you cannot be this far into the woods. What are you doing in your RV?
Masturbating.
Yes, do we really want to know what he's doing in his RV?
I really want to know.
I am currently working on my next job application for because I've just arrived into town. So I'm currently working on my next job application.
Okay. Let's see here.
Come on, we all know what he's actually doing.
And the local inn.
So we are
He's
working
doing
on.
applications with the right hand.
We're working on our job application. I would like for you to act under pressure.
Oh, that should be fun. 10.
10. Now, normally, Dave, you very rarely succeed in things that you very much need to succeed in. But as you take another look over this application to be a dishwasher at the local pub that is notorious for weird ongoings and weird people, so this is perfect for you. No one's gonna really notice you or pay much attention to you because you're already kind of weird. You already kind of have stuck out in society in places where you definitely didn't need to stick out. And so this seems like the perfect place for you. And as you look over this application, you feel a sense of pride that you haven't felt in a long time. Now what do you do? Actually, before you tell me what you do, as you're soaking in this sense of pride, you start to hear what sounds like wailing coming from the lake. Now this is not unusual. This is not the first time you have heard these sounds. Now tell me, what do you do?
I am going to. Sorry, I do apologize. Because I am a bit of a coward, I'm not going to go outside, and I'm just going to peek through the curtains on the back of my van.
Okay, you're going to peek through your curtains. I would like for you to investigate a mystery.
Okay. Right, I completely lost. What did you say? Sorry.
You're gonna investigate a mystery, so roll plus sharp.
9, and my sharp is 1, I think it is, isn't it?
10. Okay, so on investigate a mystery, when you roll a 10 plus, you're going to hold 2. I'll explain what that is here in a second. And you can, on these holds, you get to ask me 2 of these questions, okay? What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Okay. What is the monster?
So on a 10, given your nature of the weird, you know that this creature that resides in the lake has very ancient origins. It very much is something that you know is tricky. You know it is some kind of trickster. It is meant to lure people away from safety, which is why you have spent the majority of your time in your RV. You can ask me another question. You can ask me what happened here, What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here is, how did this creature that you know for a fact is of such ancient origins and has absolutely no connection to Virginia doing here? How did it get here? Why is it here? You know for a fact that this type of creature wouldn't seek out this environment. And so what's being concealed here is the nature of its, arrival.
Okay then, if that's the case, can I use oops?
Oops! If you want to stumble across something important, tell the keeper you will find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to your immediate problems. So, with oops, I would like for you to roll... I'd like for you to roll, just give me a straight up and down roll of your dice. Don't add any modifiers, okay? Just go ahead, straight up and down, roll your dice.
10.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
You are all of a sudden filled with an unnatural sense of courage. Courage. What?
Because it's cut out.
Oh no, it's
I
fine.
apologize.
No, you're good. You are filled with courage. This is not normal for you. You, in any ways, you're almost confused. You're like, why am I doing this? You go running out of your RV, nearly knocking the door off of its hinges. And as you get close enough to the lake that you feel safe, but also close enough that you can see what's going on, you notice that the fog that has come across the top of this lake is almost moving against nature. Almost as if this fog is moving at its own will. Most of the time, fog just kind of drifts in, moves with the weather patterns, goes on its way. This fog is just kind of hanging here and swirling around the top of this lake. So, with that,
I might have to panic.
well, before you make another roll, you are going to stand there simply dumbfounded. You look across the lake, and you see this young, dark-haired girl that you have seen almost every day since you arrived. And now we're going to head over to Miss Lulu. Now, Miss Lulu, you are at your favorite place here in the park. You are at the actual playground area. And you have been spending the better part of the last hour and a half sitting on the swing, trying very hard not to have a panic attack. And you definitely got here right as the fog came in. Now, when the fog came in, it just kind of appeared. It wasn't necessarily like it rolled in. It was like it almost just rose up out of the lake. What do you do?
I am going to... Oh, this is difficult. Okay, I am going to stay on my swing and look over at the lake, kind of wondering what's happening.
Miss Lulu, I would like for you to read a bad situation. So you are going to roll plus sharp. And I have your character sheet in front of you. So you're going to roll your dice. And then you are going to subtract 1.
Yay.
You got this.
I got 6 with the subtract 1.
So a 5.
Oh,
Oh,
she really didn't like her roll, apparently.
Wow.
She's gone.
Damn. Just like left
Lulu,
us. Oh, there she is.
You look out across the lake, trying to make heads and tails of what is going on with this fog. And as you do, that panic attack that you were able to kind of control starts to fester back up inside of you. And you look down at your hands again, and you notice that it's happening. Your skin is starting to turn that gray color. I need you to act under pressure. So you are going to roll plus cool. You have no modifiers to cool. So just roll your dice.
10.
A 10. Fantastic. Okay. All right. On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. So you pull this inner strength inside of you. You have struggled for years with this problem. You know what this is. You know this is your curse. You know that if you were to lose complete control right now, even though there really isn't anyone around, you transforming right now while you know for a fact that something bad is going to happen would be bad. And you compose yourself and you relax and you breathe. Now what do you do? Now that you have composed yourself and that gray starts to almost seep back to your normal skin color, that bump where your eyebrow ring is starts to go away, what do you do?
I'm going to investigate.
Okay, you're gonna investigate a mystery. Okay, so investigate a mystery, you're gonna roll plus charm, and you have plus 2. So roll your d6 and add 2.
Do I roll 1d6 or 2?
2.
2. 9.
9, is that with your plus 2?
With the plus 2.
Fantastic. Okay, so you get to ask me one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here?
So, again, you and Dave haven't met yet, but through your sense of your powers, they give you this ability to truly sense otherworldly, other realms, powerful energy, and you sense that this is not a natural occurrence. This is not normal. Something or someone has manipulated nature to bring about this fog that has set in. And with that, you continue to sit in your swing as you start to hear more cries and wailing. And with that, we are going to head over to Ramesseum. The Ramesseum is the local movie theater. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a description. This movie theater is actually a adjunct building that is part of the university. It is where the film and theater department hosts its students' projects. It really only ever shows about one actual movie a month. The rest of the time, the films that are being shown are either student projects or the projects of the film professor who is also the owner of the building. Tyrion, we find you outside of the Ramesseum, and before we get moving forward, your character has to make a roll, and at the beginning of each mystery, I need you to roll plus weird.
Quick question: how do you spell the Ramesseum?
The Ramesseum. It is Ramesseum. Ramesseum.
Ramesseum.
Like a museum.
Okay.
Alright. Tyrion, plus weird.
So my weird is a minus weird. So I got a 5.
Alright, I'm not the only one rolling low.
Tyrion, you were making your way up the steps to the Ramesseum, carrying the papers for your latest film project that you hoped to sit down and share with your friend who works there to see if he thinks that it's something that could get you into the film school here at Alexandria University. And as you sit down to talk to your friend, it starts to happen. Your eyes start to kind of flicker, and your breathing gets really heavy, and all of a sudden, you're having a vision. And just like any dream, it seems real, but also, like, how could this possibly be real? And it's almost like you're having an out-of-body experience. Like, you're watching yourself as you see you, and you're standing outside of the main entrance to the university. You see a ginormous snake slithering across the top of the building. You see your mother collapsed on the stairs. You see a hand reaching out of the fountain as if it's someone's drowning. And I need you to take 2 harm.
Fuck off.
You snap out of this vision. This is not unusual for you. And as you snap out of this vision, your friend, what do you want your friend's name to be?
Jackson. I don't know.
Jackson, okay.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Jackson looks at you, and at this point, Jackson has kind of gotten used to you zoning in and out like this. You know, he's known you for about a year and a half at this point, and he kind of just looks at you and he's like, dude, like, you know that you're never ever gonna be able to, like, make movies if, like, you keep just, like, losing focus. Like, that's all about film. Like, you gotta, like, focus, and, like, the picture's gotta be in focus, and, like, you got no focus, bro.
You're breaking my heart,
And,
Jackson. You're breaking my heart.
dude, I think you've got the talent, but, like, the film industry doesn't care about talent, man. They care about if, like, you're personal. Like, personable. If people like you, man. And right now, I like you, and your mom likes you. Like, we gotta work on that. So you sit there, and now that you've had this vision, and now that your friend Jackson has basically told you that you're never gonna hack it as a film creator, you tuck your papers, your script back into your bag, and you look up and you see the head of the film department himself, Professor Spathis, coming out of the Ramesseum. What do you do?
Well, do I still have my film project on me? Right.
It is in your bag. You have tucked it away.
All right. I run up to Miss. What was his name? I'm sorry.
Professor Spathis.
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 How do you spell that?
Professor Spathis is spelled Spathis. Spathis.
That is a weird ass name, but Professor Spathis. Professor Spathis.
Professor Spathis looks at you and immediately turns around and starts trying to walk the other way.
Professor, wait!
I need you to read a bad situation. So that means you are going to
Sharp.
Yeah, you're gonna roll plus sharp.
All right, +1. So come on, sharpness. God damn. I got a 3.
Oh.
Liability.
As you chase after Professor Smithis running up the stairs, you trip and fall. All of your papers go flying out of your hands, and you just stop, completely defeated. You look up, and he is gone. He is completely gone. He has completely disappeared, and all of your papers have just gone everywhere. So you decide to collect what you can and head towards the park. And with that, we are gonna head over to our favorite blue-haired mullet boy, Bubba. Bubba, you are currently driving in your majestic truck. Would you like to describe your truck for the rest of the players, please?
250, 1997 with a 7.3.
Big, fully loaded black and gray truck comes rumbling into town. You've got your CV radio on. You have it turned to 96.2 AM cryptid. And you are just listening to the jabber going back and forth with all of these other monster hunters and cryptid enthusiasts that you have been getting information from for the past 16, 17 years. You pull the truck into the gravel parking lot of the park. You have a map and a case file titled Jackie sitting on the passenger seat. Bubba, what do you do?
Well, I shut the truck off for sure because diesel's expensive.
Yes. Yes.
And then put it in gear. I reach over and grab the paper and go over it one more time.
All right,
Just
Bubba.
thinking.
Bubba, I would like for you to investigate a mystery. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your dice, Bubba. You're gonna roll them. And then I would like for you to add +1 to that roll.
Eight.
An 8. Okay, let me see here. Let me pull this up. Okay. Alright, so Bubba, on an 8, you get to ask me one of these questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What can hurt it?
You pick up this file that is titled Jackie that you basically have had since you were about 14 years old. And you'd say what? You're about 21, 22? Is that what we said? You said you were in your 20s. So,
Yeah, 27.
alright, so yeah, you're 27. You had been adding to this file for the better part of 10 or 12 years. And you open it one more time. And you ask me, what creature is it, or what does it do?
What can hurt it?
What can hurt it? As you go back over this, for those of you who are not in the truck with Bubba, let me describe to you what Bubba is looking at. In this file, there is a missing persons report that you filed with the police department when you were 18, for a young girl that you grew up with named Jackie Lopan. And from everything that the police were able to tell you is that Jackie Lopan and her family moved around a lot. They never really stayed in one place longer than a year, and about a month after she left your hometown, nothing could be found about her or her family. And what you have discovered about this creature that you believe had something to do with why Jackie left, you can determine that this creature that you've been hunting for most of your life at this point, what can hurt it, is unknown.
Ooh.
Because this file that you've been carrying around for all these years about Jackie Lopan doesn't really have a whole lot to it. And that's what's brought you to Eline, Virginia, is the little bit of information you have found about mysterious creatures all seems to kind of resonate from this town. So now, Bubba, you are here in the parking lot of the park, and you get out of your truck, and one reason why you decided to come to the park first was there seemed to be a lot of missing persons report coming from this park, and you believe that Jackie is missing. So where better to start than the place, the weirdest place in the United States with the most cryptid sightings ever, and the place where more people have gone missing in the last month and a half. What do you do? Now that you are in the park, what do you do?
Well, I got out of the truck. I would then look around and see if anything's suspicious.
Okay. Oh, Bubba, what I would like for you to do is you are going to read a bad situation. So you're going to roll plus sharp. And once again, you have +1.
8.
8. Okay, so once again, you can ask me one of these questions. What is my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's the most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Way to protect the victims.
You get a really weird feeling that this fog that has settled over the park is not natural. It is not safe. This is definitely similar to the things you saw back home out west. Weird lights, mysterious weather systems, unexplained corn, crop signs. You know something weird is going on, and you know that if you don't do something about it right away, another Jackie could happen. And you look a little bit a ways from you, and you see a dark-haired girl sitting on the park, and you make your way towards her, because the best thing you can do to get victims to safety is to let them know, hey, there's something weird going on here. You should probably get out of town, or get away from here. So you approach this dark-haired young woman sitting on a swing. What do you do? What do you say to her?
Well, as I approach her, what kind of look does she give?
I don't know, Lulu. Bubba, this very this. Let me describe this. Let me describe this for you.
She's a bitch.
So.
Enough said.
So Lulu, average height young man in his mid to late 20s, starts walking towards you. He has a blue mullet, and for the most part, he doesn't seem to be very threatening. He doesn't seem like he's coming to mess with you or toy with you. If anything, this individual is giving off a sense of urgency as he approaches you. Lulu, what do you do?
I shall watch him cautiously, as he is a stranger and I have no idea what his intentions are.
He has walked right up to you. Bubba, what do you say?
Well, I say there's something not right going on here, and it'd probably be best if you got away from here to safety because of that fog over there.
I'd leave if I could, except you've kind of hit the nail right on the fucking head there, dear. Something is not right here.
Fantastic. Alright. I'm gonna leave you guys there for just a second because this is going just perfectly. Bavarius, I wanna bounce back to you. You have frantically made it to the park, and you have arrived right outside the mausoleum, which is where the twins told you to go. What do you do?
Is the doors to the mausoleum open?
Investigate a mystery.
Okay. Well, that's a bit better of a investigate a mystery is a sharp. Sharp is +1, so that's a 9.
Fantastic. So, you can ask me one of the question: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What's it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here?
Okay, so
I don't think I've seen a monster yet. Have I?
you have not. The only thing you have noticed is that you are apparently late for something. There is a giant mausoleum, and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. So
Sounds like my daily life.
So what is being concealed here? You notice that this isn't your first time you've been to the mausoleum. This is kind of the frequent hangout spot for the cryptozoology graduate department students to kind of hang out. You know, this is where all the cool kids go, and so you are definitely
behind the mausoleum.
you are definitely familiar with the mausoleum, but this is the first time that you have come to the mausoleum, and you have noticed that it is unlocked. And because you are so close to it, because you just frantically ran over here, you ran straight up to the mausoleum doors, you know, panting, you're out of breath, your phone is broken. Lord knows how many times your mother has called you by now. You notice that the doors are unlocked, and coming from inside of the mausoleum, you hear what sounds like a rattlesnake.
Does it sound like it's coming from just inside the door or a little ways away?
You do not know. It is one of those sounds where you cannot tell if it is going to be right there when you open the door or if it is further inside.
How big are this door? Is it just one door or two door?
It's two big stone doors. I mean, it's a mausoleum. Like, you know, it is a very large building. It is very grand and creepy looking.
Well, curiosity is about to kill this cat. I'm gonna try and open this door, but I'm gonna stand behind it as I open it, just in case something tries to spring out.
All right. I would like for you to act under pressure.
Under pressure.
Ew.
Under pressure.
Oh, and it's -1, 2, 4.
You are having a bad day.
So far.
And you pull on this huge stone door to open it, and you're trying to be behind it and open it at the same time, and you trip down the stairs. You roll a little bit of ways into the dirt, and you definitely you roll into something that is definitely was not there before. And I would like
slowly look up.
And before you look up, I would need you to mark 1 harm.
Haha.
Not Q1.
Dave, you have been sitting in your RV as you always do. You are still feeling a sense of pride for completing your job application successfully, but you are definitely uneasy. You have heard a very large commotion near the mausoleum. Well, actually, no, no. You came outside and you were standing near the lake. That is right. So, as you are standing here at the lake, this fog is just getting thicker and thicker, and you hear a very loud commotion, and you make your way towards the sound. I need you to act under pressure.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, a good roll tonight.
What was your
Can you
roll?
hear me? 10.
10. Awesome.
Yeah.
So as you approach the mausoleum, you see a young man that you have never seen before, wearing a top hat and goggles. You see him trying to enter the mausoleum, and he basically trips and falls and rolls and is rolling towards you, and you step out of the way, but you're able to kind of catch him before he really, hurts himself any more than he already has. What do you do, Dave?
Caught him, haven't I?
Well, like you kind of like like when like someone like bumps into you and you kind of like put your hands out and you kind of like catch them from like moving any further. That's kind of what you've done.
Because this is the kind of person I am. I'm not a very confrontational person, apparently.
Right.
My character is not a very confrontational person.
Right.
I'm going to roll panic
Okay.
because these sorts of situations are not my
Okay.
idea of
So
some random person.
tell me how you want to get out of this situation, and then roll.
So basically, obviously, the person bumped into me. I sort of pushed them away, and I can see out the corner of my eye. I can see my van. Obviously, the back doors are open, so
Right.
I'm looking to head towards the van and get the doors closed as quickly as possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll plus sharp.
Okay. Oh god, this is awful. 5.
You have caught this stranger, and in an attempt to make a beeline for your trailer, you actually trip over him. You stumble over him. You have face planted to the ground, and your foot is now caught. Your foot is essentially now caught in just like a groundhog hole. And so you are now unable to get to where you need to go.
But Various, as he slowly comes to a stop, looks over as Dave. Is it correct?
Dave.
Dave stumbles over me. Could I try and help him? Try and catch him, if possible.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll. Hold on. You're
They
gonna
just
roll.
keep calling for each other.
You're gonna roll help. You're gonna roll help out. So roll plus school.
Can I, before you roll, can I ask a DM question?
Yes.
Because of my character and the size and weight I am, is there not a modifier to implicate that?
So what?
Because my weight and height, is there not a modifier to indicate my weight and height?
Not really, because like that kind of stuff isn't really taken into account. So you just kind of you trip over your feet. You land right in this essentially like pothole, nearly crushing Bavarius, but you were able to kind of step just far enough away from him before he crashed into you that you weren't directly over him. But yeah, no, you are in the ground. But Bavarius, roll plus cool.
Plus cool is a 5.
You, Bavarius, attempt to try and catch him before his foot lands in his, and your already broken phone goes flying out of your pocket and is now in more than 2 pieces. So it is now completely shattered.
Damn.
Ferris kind of gets up onto his knees and looks down at his own.
You look at it.
Dearie me, this is not good for my mother.
Oh, goodness me. Tyrion, you have made your way over to the park. On top of the sounds that are coming from the lake, this fog that has seemed to kind of settle in, you have a pulsing migraine. That was that 2 harm that you took from this vision. You also hear the sounds of what sounds like a monster truck crashing into another monster truck.
Oh my
what
God.
do you do?
I want to say what did I do? I hear monster truck crashing. I'll just run and make sure everyone's okay.
So you're gonna run towards the sound?
Yeah, I'll run towards the sound. Might as well. Yeah.
Okay, I need you to act under pressure. Roll plus cool.
Plus cool. Oh shit, it's minus cool. -1. Okay. 5.
Okay. Time out. That is 3 5s in a row.
We're just that good. We're working together.
Tyrion.
We're all going to end up in a pile in a hole.
Tyrion, you tear off towards the mausoleum, but this fog has gotten so thick that it's really hard to see anything. And the next thing you know, you feel icy cold water all around you, and you have run straight into the lake.
That's awesome.
And Lulu and Bubba, you hear this clash that has come from Dave and Bavarius, and now you have heard a giant splash come from the lake. I would like to know what the both of you do.
Question, can you swim?
Can I swim? Yeah.
Can I swim?
I can't, so you can go into the water. Fucking hell, my thing's just gone dead.
Yeah, got all of it. Sorry.
Okay,
It's dark.
I'm doing it in the dark now because my ring lights decided to fucking die.
It's spooky. Lulu, are you asking Bubba if he can swim?
Yeah, because I can. And that's subject to real life as well, so.
Bubba, what is your response to Lulu asking you if you can swim?
Yes, I can swim.
Then you get the fucker in the water and I'll go and check what's happening in the mausoleum.
Alright, that'll work.
Okay, before this plays out,
You take the creepier section.
Lulu,
you're just gonna follow some random teenager you just met in the park who sat at a swing going, yeah, there's some random shit here going on, and you're just gonna follow what I say?
Okay,
like
so,
a weird
way.
okay. So this is how we're gonna resolve this. Lulu, I need you to roll manipulate someone, which is going to be plus charm, and you have plus 2 to charm. And Bubba, I'm gonna need you to roll read a bad situation, which is plus sharp. And then depending on how both of you roll is how we're gonna sort this whole you go jump in that lake scenario.
Here, I'll roll to mind control you, and if it works, I'll show you my tits and you can go fucking do it, yeah?
Damn it, Dave! I think we're missing out here.
Hey, you two are gallivanting down in a fucking hole.
I've actually got something to add to this after the rolls have been done.
Okay.
I got a 7.
How much do I add?
2.
10.
Okay. Okay, so Lulu, you stand up from this swing and you look at this blue-haired mullet stranger, and I want you to tell me what you say to him. You are telling him what to do, so tell Bubba. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, right. Bubba? Or whatever your name is. What's
you
your
don't
name
know
again?
That's right.
But here's the thing, you don't know his name yet. You just know that he has blue hair and that he is a stranger and he's going to do what you tell him to do.
Okay, I got this. Blue-haired sexy stranger, you need to get your ass into that lake and save that person. I'm gonna go check out what the fucking noise is in the mausoleum. I've got this, right? Good? Fucking move it.
Lulu takes off towards the mausoleum. This fog, fuck it, she does not care. She is tearing through this smog, heading off towards the mausoleum. Bubba, you are standing there kind of dumbfounded. Like, this is the first time you have left home. This is your first time in this town. You have been in town for all of maybe 45 minutes, and now you have a very cute young girl yelling at you to jump into a lake that's got some mysterious fog, and you're just gonna do it because you're here to get answers. You want to know what happened to Jackie. And you know what? That's what you're gonna do. So with the 7, you can ask me one of these questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's the most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victim?
I only get to pick one.
Just one.
Just help me already.
Best way out.
So, Bubba, you approach the edge of the lake, and you can't really see whoever or whatever it is that splashing around in this lake, but you're trying to. You have already made up your mind that you're going in here. You know you can get in there, but you're not entirely sure exactly how you're gonna get yourself and this. You don't even know if it's a person out of this lake. You just know that there is something in this lake and something is in danger and you're gonna get it out. As you approach the edge of the lake, you notice that there is a dock about 20-30 yards away from where you're at right now. And on that dock is attached a small rowboat. And you take off towards the dock.
I would
Dave?
like to say something.
Yes, Dave, go for it.
As he tears off towards his boat, I would like to say, just shut up and just leave my boat alone because that's my boat tied now.
Sorry, say that again. It was hard to hear you.
I would like to shout out to see this figure running across the far by the lake. Let's shout out to my boat.
Dave, you kind of collect yourself and you turn around and you see this blue-haired mullet young man running towards the dock. And you see that he's going for the boat. You see this young boy splashing around in the lake. And you realize, okay, he's gonna go try and help him. So, go ahead and roll plus cool.
Oh, that's -1 then. That should be fun.
Oh boy.
Oh god, it's 1.
You
Our first nap.
Grandpa's uncool.
Oh wow. Double 1.
Dave, you are able to get yourself out of this. You are able to get yourself out of this hole that you have put yourself into. And you start tearing off towards the lake, or towards the dock to help this stranger so that you can help this other stranger.
He runs by me. I look up. Thank you, kind sir, for stopping me.
My flaming orange chest hair right in this nest, running past.
Just exposed. This beautiful heart-shaped orange chest hair. And Bavarius, you kind of just looked up at him and like you said, you're like, oh, thank you, kind sir, for stopping me. And all you see is just this mass and orange hair, and you're just kind of like, what? You're very confused. Like, you're supposed to be here for a graduate meeting. Like, what's happening? And Dave, you get to the dock, and your feet hit the dock, and your leg crashes through a broken board. Bavarius. Sorry, go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Can I roll to see if I lose my charm at this point?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
It's about my glamour.
Yeah, your glamour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave. I need you to. I need you to go ahead and you're gonna do what could go wrong because you are charging into immediate danger. I need you to also be. This is a act under pressure move, so go ahead and roll plus cool again.
Oh god, there we go. 9.
9. Fantastic. So, it and your leg crashes through, you're actually able to catch yourself before you completely fall through the boards.
Yep.
And going forward, the next time you act under pressure, you can either take +2, you can reduce someone else's harm, or you can inflict +1 harm. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Bavarius, you have watched this scene kind of unfold with this rather large stranger who is now about to risk his life to save someone else. What do you do?
Bavaria slowly gets to his feet, dusting himself off, make sure he still looks representable. Grabs his top hat, places it back on, makes sure it's nice and tied up.
Fucking
Grabs
so
any paperwork that may have fallen, and then slowly turns to just slowly make his way over there, all nonchalantly,
So
as he just watches the craziness at the lake unfold.
Okay, Bavarius, I need you to read a bad situation.
I would also like to quickly look over at the mausoleum to see if anything is coming out. Read a bad situation. That'd be sharp. +1. Ooh, yay, a 5.
That's the theme of the night, guys. 5.
Yeah. 5s and 10s.
You look behind you at the mausoleum, and you don't really see anything. You can't really seem to make out anything coming from the mausoleum. The fog has just gotten too thick. But I need you.
Is the fog just thick around the mausoleum, or is it all over the park?
All over the park. Also, you make your way towards Dave. All right, so we are all kind of in the general vicinity. Lulu, you have rushed up to where Dave and Bavarius were, but you have noticed that they have also started making their way towards the
damsel in distress.
Yes, towards our damsel in distress here. As you all kind of converge on this dock, the lake itself, despite Tyrion's crashing body falling into it, the lake has been almost unnaturally still. Like, you know how, like, Jello is, like, still, but you know it's still kind of a liquid, but when it moves, it kind of just, like, jiggles?
My Jello don't fold. It jiggles.
That's kind of the sense of how the lake has been. The lake has really only moved because something else disrupted it, which is Tyrion here. But as Lulu, Dave, Bubba, and Bavaria stand on the edge of this dock, you start to see bubbles rising up. And these wailings and moanings and cries go away. And the only crying and wailing you hear is our young boy Tyrion. Give me a second, guys, because I'm gonna share my screen with you, because I'm gonna need you guys to see exactly what it is you are about to be facing. Give me 1 second. Let me get it pulled up. Go away.
While you're doing that, I would like to try and poke the water with like the end of my cane. See what happens.
Okay, I will get to that roll here in a minute because I'm gonna make you roll for that.
I just want to flirt with everyone.
Just want to flirt with everyone.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just going for his foothole and he goes crash straight into a place there.
Oh, of course.
I'm just gonna stand here and flirt with you all. I'm just gonna stand here and look pretty.
I start freaking out. Just looks at her. What's up?
Hey, sweetie, you need a little hand there?
I sure do.
Oh god. Okay, hold on.
Wasn't it our DM that said that we needed to be organised?
I know. Okay, give me 1 second here. So, you are over here flirting with Tyrion as he is more or less drowning. Bubba, you are confused by the entire situation. Bavarius, you seem to think it's a good and helpful idea to poke the water with your cane, and as you do, you see a tail shoot up out of the water and wrap around your cane. And as it does, a scaly, wet, dog-like creature begins to emerge from the water, and I'm just going to show you all what this monstrosity looks like.
Quick question for the monster. As it grabs my cane, as one edge of it is a blade, does it cut itself?
We'll get to that roll here in a minute. This is what appears out of the... Did you all get to see that?
Yeah, I see
No.
it.
Oh,
I have it.
let me click on it.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, there we go.
Why the
Oh,
fuck?
so cute.
Why the fuck there's a hand coming out of the tail? The fuck?
Yeah, well, that's what grabbed onto,
Disgusting.
My cane.
your cane. Okay, so, for lack of a better term, even though there is no initiative, we are in a battle. So, Bavarius, I am going to need you to act, well, you said, I need you to act under pressure.
Okay. Act under pressure is cool. Damn, that cool. 6.
Your retractable blade on your cane malfunctions. And
Actually, it's the retractable blade is on my big sword.
that's
not
on your
on the
big
cane.
sword. Normally this cane that you have, normally anything minuscule would have cut it. But this creature that has now appeared seems to not be harmed or bothered by it whatsoever. It yanks it out of your hand and tosses it far away. It's tossed onto land, but it is away from you. Lulu, what do you do?
I start to panic. I start to have a panic attack. So I don't know what to do in this situation, so I start to have a panic attack.
Lulu, you start to have a panic attack, and there's no stopping. There's actually, you know what? Yeah, no, there's no stopping it this time. Your skin just, normally it's a slow fade. it immediately goes just all gray. Your horns erupt out of your forehead. Your cute little heart charm that is normally sitting right on your eyebrow is just nicely perched on one of your right horn, and your tail whips out, nearly as tall as you are. And I need you to act under pressure.
I flirt even more with Lulu at this point.
Basically, Tyrion, you are basically dying.
Oh, okay.
You are borderline drowning.
Can I just swim to the dock then? Damn.
Could I roll to use my tail to reach out and grab it?
Yes, you're still gonna act under pressure. Tyrion, I would like for you to also act under pressure.
I'll be cool, don't worry.
Better be.
God damn it, I got 5 again. Every roll I have rolled so far tonight, it's just a 5. I don't... What the fuck is happening?
I think I'm gonna murder you.
You're gonna die.
Well, I'm gonna murder you because you'd never guess what I fucking rolled.
A 5?
No, 2 fucking 6s. I rolled 12.
Oh!
Fantastic! Oh my god. Okay.
Fantastic, says the DM.
Lulu, your tail just snaps out of your fucking ass and into the water. It whips around Tyrion's body and just yanks him out of the clutches of this creature. As you yank him out, Tyrion, you just kind of look at Lulu and you're just like dumbfounded. You are so impressed. Your life is basically saved. And Dave, you look as you see this creature, just this young girl change before your eyes. What do you do?
Considering I had the boat halfway out of the water because I was retrieving it while everyone else was doing what they were doing,
Yeah.
I can screech to grab hold of this cane and throw it across the pond to the other side, right into the thicket of trees. And I look at this monster, I look at what's just happened with Lulu, and I grab hold of my pendant, I rip it off, I show my true form.
Dave has yanked this chain off of his neck. And for the second time, the rest of you have witnessed the transformation of one thing to another. Dave, go ahead and describe what they see.
Before you describe that, can I make it a little more interesting? Since
Yeah.
I was the one going to the boat too, can me and Dave go to the boat together and I have to witness this like up close and personal?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
You two have hopped into this tiny little rowboat. This tiny little rowboat. Like, this rowboat is made for like couples who are like going on a romantic little like.
You are gonna regret this so badly. You realize this.
Spin about on the lake.
Can I
Bubba,
now describe?
Hold on. Bubba, you are rowing as fast as you can, and Dave has his back to you as he yanks off this necklace, and this is what you see. Dave, take it away.
Basically, this necklace is a magic totem that keeps me in human form. But when I take it off, I turn into this massive orc, half orc, half human, 7 foot massive orc, comb over the whole lot, It's bright red chest hair, grayish green skin, half missing teeth. But yeah, literally standing in this boat, we start to sink.
I think I'm in love.
But yeah, I think we should roll just for us to start to sink, because suddenly the weight changes suddenly change in the boat.
No, that's yeah. We're gonna get to that. Bubba, I need to know your reaction to this.
Oh,
Well-
considering I was wearing dungarees after my form, and obviously my change in body shape and everything like that, it's literally hanging at my waist at about eye level for you now.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is your back's towards me, so we're good
So
there.
you see my butt
all
crack.
all I get to see.
You just see full on like ass crack, like just like right there, like it is right there, and you're like leaning back, and you're just rowing, and you're trying to look behind you to see where you're going, and you just ass crack.
Get me on this boat. Woo.
Well, as of right now, since I don't know anything about Dave, I think I'll take my chances with the water, jump in the water, and try to swim back the way we came.
Dave, you have transformed into this, and your weight differential. You were already a big guy, Bubba. You're from what you and I established, you're a pretty average size built guy, but it wasn't the two of you guys in this rinky dink little rowboat was already kind of testing its abilities. This has completely shattered this boat. Dave, you go plunging into the water. Bubba, you kind of have just enough time to leap kind of off of the boat as it is crumbling beneath you. You splash into the water. Lulu, you have successfully put Tyrion on land, and now... Okay, hold on. Now, this creature is going to react, because there is now a lot of commotion going on in this water. The creature, and so we're gonna have to finish this battle next week, but I'm gonna set you guys up. I'm gonna have to set you guys up for, well, it's like Dave is gonna have to go to bed soon.
You can't do this to me. I was literally about to
I've got
whip them
work in
out.
4
I'll
hours.
have that
I
cliffhanger.
have work in 4 hours.
We have to.
Oh, go to bed. Yeah. You go to bed.
Dave, you go crashing into the water. Bubba, you have leapt in the air, and you have also crashed into this water. Lulu, you are just staring in your demon form, eyes aglow. You have dropped Tyrion. At first, you thought you were like, ooh, cutie. You have just dropped him on the side of the land, and you're just like, can't give him a second thought. Tyrion, you are dumbfounded not only by the beauty and terror of this demonic woman beside you, but also at the situation that is unfolding. Bavarius, you are standing there trying to decide, do I go for my weapon, but also completely caught off guard by this chaos that has unfolded. This cat-like, this dog-like aquatic creature with its giant tail, with a hand almost protruding out of it, its webbed-like talons piercing out of the water as it stares at all of you. You are all in complete and utter panic as this monster rears its teeth, bares its claws, and you are all just struck with fear and panic as you don't know what's going to happen next. And I need everyone to take. Actually, no. I need Dave and Bubba to mark 1 harm.
No.
One harm.
Mark 1 harm. Also,
Yeah, I'd like to take that one harm because I am going to use my what was it called? Because I have a.
you have armor. You have armor, don't you?
No, I was going to take it because of the what could go wrong. I've got reduced someone's harm suffered by 1.
Fantastic. So you take no harm. Bubba, I need you to mark 1 harm on your sheet.
No, I'm going to take Bubba's harm, so I'm going to take 2 on mine.
You're going to take 2 harm. Bubba, you're good. Bavarius, I need you to also take 1 harm for when your sword was knocked out of your hand. Yeah, it was just yanked. It was yanked out. And with that, you all will fight this creature. Now, a little bit of setup. As you all have your battlefield laid out before you. What you don't see on the opposite side of the lake are the twins watching this unfold. Tops, who is the girl of these fraternal twins, pulls out her phone. She puts the phone up to her ear and she says, "Professor, we might need your help a little sooner than expected."